Hello everyone, this is Cliff. Welcome back to our Let's Play of Dark Souls 2. Just want to check real quick, give you kind of a rundown of what our equipment is at this point in the game. We've got, of course, the Fire Longsword plus 6, which is our main weapon. We've got a Haid Knight Sword plus 4. We just got the Pyromancy Flame in the last video, and we've got our large leather shield. And I've bumped up the Knight armor to give us a little bit more protection. I'm not going to do the Traveling Merchant hat. I will actually get a slightly better hat that does, actually has the same effect. So, do that. I'm kind of short on fire and iron arrows, but hopefully won't need them. Kind of the standard set of rings that I typically wear. Silver Serpent Ring, Ring of Blades. This is the ring that I'm probably going to switch out if need be. Chloranthic Ring for stamina recovery, and Ring of Binding for hit point retention. Dead on at level 50. So, what is today's adventure? Today's adventure will be... trying to remember where I was at when I last played this. We're going to try to go through and do all of the item collection in the Lost Bastille. Now this is a fairly large area. And so this may be a little bit longer video, but I'm going to kind of try to do everything the way I've done the other videos. We're going to do this video to collect items, and in the next video we will attempt the bosses. And we're going to drop down here, and we should have a item right there. Yeah. Alright, so when we drop back down into this area, we're going to have to face these dogs. And these dogs have kind of been a part of most Dark Soul, Demon Soul games. That guy's going to drop down. There, take care of him. They're not too bad. What you want to do is actually... I just don't want to waste weapon endurance. Let's just break that. I think that's the only one. I don't think there's anything there. Now that ladder will connect back up to the parapet that I was on. If you actually jump down, and I may have mentioned this in the last video, if you actually jump down and try to fight that enemy on that platform, there's a good chance it will break in the middle of your fight, and then you'll be dropped down in with those two dogs. It could kind of be a sketchy situation. Alright, those are both good items. We're gonna run over here. Now you've seen this area. Take that. You've seen this area. We actually unlocked this bonfire in a previous video. I'm going to go ahead and pull this and kind of unlock this shortcut here. Now you certainly don't have to do this. You can leave that down and just use that bonfire there to get to the boss, or you can use the bonfire apart if you want to. Alright, so that's all the damage we can do here. I'm going to break this, and there's an enemy right behind here that you can usually get the drop on. Now, you just want to be very careful in here. These enemies right here can be very annoying, especially the ones that you don't see that will come after you. So you got him. Alright, taking care of him. There's one over here. You gotta watch that one. And we get a flame butterfly, which is lets you light a torch without being near a light source. Not very useful in a lot of areas, but when you get to kind of the gutter area, that will actually be pretty useful. Alright, so we take care of that. Just gonna use this life gem real quick. There's a guy or a dog right here. Alright, that should be all of the dogs for that area. What we're gonna do is we're gonna push this rock. And there'll be, as you can see, several enemies here. And that'll give you the Wanderer set. And I think one enemy actually glitched down into that well, so I'm glad he didn't have the Wanderer set. So let's move up here. Okay, again, we're gonna... Oop, I don't have it equipped. Again, we're gonna take this opportunity since... we see the enemy, but he doesn't see us. We're going to take this opportunity to take him out real quick. There should be another guy. Oh, that was almost bad. And if he's just going to stand there, then we can... I know that's not very sporting, but I don't care. So we've taken out all of these enemies. You have to be very careful in here. There's a few barrels, these darker barrels right here, that will explode if you swing. I think there's a... I could have sworn there was some kind of doorway back behind here, but maybe I'm wrong. That's okay. So we didn't get anything for him or for him. We'll just go ahead and open this door just for the heck of it. Alright, so we're gonna climb up here. Grab this. Drop back down here. We'll roll through this area, and we'll have a couple of enemies here. There we go. Lift this. And thanks to actually playing through this game once or twice already, I kind of know where most of the mimic chests are, which is why I'm not trying to test any of these right now. You don't really face a mimic chest until kind of late into the game, which I guess is a good thing, but by then you're probably not used to checking them, so it can be just as bad. Now there are areas back here. I don't know if I have a Pharros Lockstone. No, I don't. Once we get a Pharros Lockstone, we'll be able to open this up. And there's a few more areas to explore. So let's run up here real quick. And I'm going to go ahead and switch out since I've put in a lot of work on that first sword. Alright. And so at this point, this area should be familiar. That leads down to an area with apparently poor clipping. That actually goes to the workshop bonfire. I don't know why it's showing some ocean there. Some weird kind of graphical deal going on there. Right. Alright, so we made it back around to where we were. We've got just a little bit more to go. One thing you have to worry about with this guy, I don't know if he'll kick this thing down or not. Apparently not. That's good. Typically the first time you shit, that was my fault. The first time you come through this area, whoa, he will actually kick that barrel down towards you. That's how you open up McDuff's workshop if you don't use this other bonfire over here. We're going to put in that work and take these guys out. This area is a lot easier now than it was kind of the first time I come through here because my weapon level is a lot higher than it was. I tried to keep the Hadenite sword and this fire longsword at the kind of the same level, and I guess in some ways that probably hurt a little bit more than it helped. It's always good to have one good weapon that can take enemies out in 1 or 2 shots. Now this is a pain in the ass area, and it must be said, once you cross this little barrier here, it's sometimes not easy to get back out, but you can't just kind of roll out this area right here. And that's a good thing because there's a little bit of BS involved in this next sequence. Basically what we want to do is get this guy and his 2 friends up. See, I've aggroed everybody. This is going to be... This is going to be far less fun than it should be. Maybe I can get some group love. Yep, that's what I thought. And that's really kind of the pain in the ass part of this level, is the fact that you can end up with very poor odds real quick. So what we're going to do is we're going to head back. Actually, I take that back. Let's do this. Let's go here. This will put us a little bit closer to the front lines. But just remember, now that this gate's open, you'll actually have to fight that dog. But that skips a few enemies. Run up here. That's what we wanted. There we go. Alright, sorry about that. I figured something like that was going to happen then. Whoa, he almost hit me. Oh, why that's not a backstab, but that's okay. Grab this Twilight Herb. And we will run this way. Don't want to fall off or do something stupid. But I will grab my souls. Alright, now we're back on track. Okay, we're gonna do this the slightly smarter way this time. We're gonna take out our bow and see if we can snipe that guy. That's a little bit better. 2-on-1 odds I can take. 5-on-1 gets a little sketchy. Okay, now we take on these three. Excuse me. Okay, so wait till they swing. Unbelievable. There we go. Alright, everybody's dead. Except me this time. Okay, so I'll walk around here. I don't think there's anything to see. Go down here. Excuse me. Hey. There's a torch sconce you can light. So we'll Proud Knight Human Effigy. Now this door actually leads into the area with the Ruin Sentinels. We're not gonna do that quite yet. Now this door, in theory, is a shortcut for the area up above. You're actually supposed to be able to make that jump into that doorway, and that cuts out a few of the enemies. That's kind of a sketchy shortcut, in my opinion. Hold on, there should be some more guys. Yep. You will let me roll through here. All right. Excuse me. So we got the life gem. Oh, we got some stuttering. Okay, so obviously these barrels will explode. If you lift that gate, you've got these two other guys to fight. So now you kind of have to make a choice. Excuse me. At this point, you can actually come down here and climb up this ladder and kind of come in behind them. Like so. Okay. So that's the two ways you can do it. And honestly, if you're careful, you could probably walk right up that ladder and walk right down this hall without ever being spotted. Because they really didn't know I was there until I walked up on them. So that is the basic item run for Lost Bastille. I will come back when I have a Pharros Lockstone and do that other part. But for now, we're going to call it a video, and I'll probably run back and get these souls, spend up these souls, and the next video will be the Ruin Sentinels, which is probably one of the tougher boss fights in the game, especially if you try to solo the boss, because it's a three boss fight basically. You fight one Ruin Sentinel when you first enter the arena, and then once you defeat him, two more join the fight. So that's going to be a fun fight. Not really, it's bullshit. But we'll see if we can get it done. And this has been Cliff, and I will see you next video. Everybody take care.